In raising my 3 daughters and my son, I've always tried to be a proactive parent. Now, what does that mean? Well, in cowboy language, in Western movies, it means cut them off at the pass. In other words, try to catch problems, attitudes, behavior, wrong thinking before they become ingrained in a child's life. Whoa, it's a whole lot easier to deal with them then. So I learned over the years, when I saw something I needed to address in my child, I tried always to ask 3 questions. And if my kids answered yes to each one of these questions, it was so much easier to mold them. It was almost like clay in the potter's hand. But I'll tell you this, if they answered no, or in fact, if they even hesitated on one of these questions, then I was in trouble. It didn't mean I couldn't impact their lives, but it was so much more difficult. Here are the 3 questions. Number 1, son, do you know that I love you? Yeah, Dad. Son, do you know that I love your mother? Yeah. Son, when you get married in marriage and family and children and sex, do you want with your wife and your children what I have with your mother and what I have with you kids? Yeah, Dad. Then son, don't do that, because that can rob you of having that. Or son, this is why the Bible says da 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 da. Did you notice uniqueness of those 3 questions? A lot of people don't. Do you know those 3 questions had nothing to do with substance or with content? What were the uniqueness of those 3 questions? You know, you're right. Relationships. You know what I learned over the years as a father? To have a profound impact upon my children's behavior and their attitudes, when I had to deal with something, I needed to first surface the relationship and then deal with that attitude, that problem, that behavior in the context of the relationship. And the way I did that was through asking those questions, because I'm convinced rules without relationships leads to rebellion. Truth without relationships leads to rejection. Discipline without relationships leads to bitterness, anger, and resentment. Deal with problems in the context of a loving relationship.